everybody, this is Milesluigi. Welcome you back to Let's Play Yoshi's Island, Super Mario Advance 3. I have my crew with me, which includes...
Evil Pop-Tart!
Q-Dora!
Bixby!
We have entered World 2, and something I have to actually admit right away is both 2-1 and 2-2, which is today's videos, kind of kicked my butt a little bit more than I would expect them to. These levels were a little bit more difficult than I remember, and I'll have a reason for 2-1 later. 2-2 is unacceptable. Meet Koopa and Paratroopa.
Finally making an appearance in this game.
Koopas and Paratroopas, which have the interesting property that can't exactly eat their shell. Just can't eat their shell. You can eat them, though. You're even walking around in nothing but underwear, too.
Just like in Mario World when you hit them.
Except you can eat them in Super Mario World. Oh wait, Mario World. Okay.
Yeah, it turns into fire.
Yeah.
You need a red Koopa.
Fire, stomping, and flying. But here, we have found the Superstar Mario Star. Run into it and you become Super Baby Mario.
Super Baby Mario! I like that commercial. They did that for the Paper Mario one too. Super Paper Mario! And he flies off in the water.
Princess Peach is about to be put in the paper shredder.
Yeah.
Mario, help!
I remember that. I love old commercials.
That sounded so convincing.
I can sound like Herbert the Pervert.
Hey guys, you wanna come inside for some popsicles? They're nice and juicy in my freezer.
So, Superstar Mario is able to run all over the walls and float down kind of softly. This is the game's invincibility, so it'll be naturally be used for a lot of invincibility purposes, and we're not able to enter pipes, so we can't like take our invincibility into other areas, which I don't think a Mario game's ever actually let you take invincibility to other areas. I could be wrong, though.
Mario 3 did.
Mario 3 did? Oh, okay. Today I learned. There's a bubble cloud down there, and I just botched it because you're actually supposed to knock that Koopa on that platform into that bubble cloud. I just botched it because I killed the Koopa. So now I need to grab another Koopa, get him on the platform, and now get that bubble cloud. Not do that. Let's try it. There we go. There we go. Now I can hit that, and that's worth a 1-up. Not exactly anything spectacular. World 2-1, it takes place in the forest. It has a whole lot of these falling rocks that start suspended in midair, but once you step on them, they start falling. They don't exactly have something to be on that causes them to now be unstable when you walk on them, but okay.
It's Poochy!
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 Like
so Poochy is a friendly dog that helps out Yoshi in this adventure.
Friendly, very dumb dog.
Reminds me of Odie.
Odie, huh? But he'll face the direction that Yoshi is facing, plus he'll automatically jump if he runs into like a wall or something like that. Also, he likes sniffing Yoshi's eggs. He's going to be playing an integral part in some future levels, actually. Cute dog. Anyway, here's me trying to flutter all the way to the pipe. I have in the past fluttered all the way to the pipe without landing on the ground and then got myself back into the pipe, which is pretty fun to do. Not this time.
I'm not that good at fluttering at all.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, 20 stars, midway point. That midway point is actually really interesting, as I'll show later in the video. But for now, let's go ahead and hop up here, where we are now in the middle of a game of Tetris, essentially, as there are blocks falling down, and it's really easy to be crushed. There's a lot of coins around here.
It's easy to be crushed?
Well, relatively speaking, I guess.
Kind of random question. Is it possible... Okay. I think I know the answer, I'm not 100% sure. Is it possible to tell which coins are red coins just by looking at them? Like, do they spin a bit differently? And without the magnifying glass?
Well, they're slightly discolored. Like, they're slightly more orange or reddish. I don't know.
It's very, very slight and hard to even see.
Very slight and hard to tell.
Didn't we do this puzzle in the Yoshi's Island DS?
Yes, actually. Yes, we did.
Okay, I was going to say, this looks awfully familiar.
Yes. I once again have to emphasize to Evil Pop-Tart this was the original.
Yeah, I know it is.
It was really Yoshi's Island DS that took that concept and reused it.
Those bastards.
Darn them.
They're reusing content. What the hell?
Oh, goodness gracious. Anyway, that enemy there was... His name is an Egodil.
Ego, my Lego, my ego? that how it goes?
Flower 5 petals, spits them out, ground pound them. Shouldn't be too big of a problem. That's a key term there, too big of a problem. The bigger problem here is that all these shy guys are floating around here and have the red coins. And those red coins can disappear if you don't get them. I'm about to show off something that probably not a lot of people know about this level, actually. There's a bubble cloud hidden right where I kind of got it, and it leads into this secret area. It's actually a castle that plays the main level theme instead of a castle theme.
Huh.
And it has this really weird substance that Yoshi can drive his head into, and you do this.
Does not look comfortable.
That's a good way to put it.
It's Jello.
There's nothing specific to collect here for 100% completion, but you can get a lot of 1-ups by going across this gap.
Really?
The thing is, you have to actually manipulate or use the Jello to get across, which you can do if your timing is good. So, I'm like, alright, here we go. I'll give it a shot. There we go. There's one time. Come on, Flutter. Good. Damn it. That didn't last very long. So, this is before. That room is not required for 100% completion. It has a lot of 1-ups in it if you want to go in there. So here we go. Jump cut. That's actually, I think, the first Let's Play jump cut due to a death.
That's a very cool secret, though. I definitely never knew about that one.
Exactly. I created some red eggs because I kind of got myself butchered by the Shy Guys stupidly. Aggressive playstyle. So I made some red eggs thinking, okay, if I make a couple red eggs, I can make up the deficit. We'll see if I do or not. Suppose I might as well take the time to correct myself, actually. As you can see, I'm already down.
That you don't have an aggressive playstyle, that it's more like a
Maybe it is just me flopping around over an aggressive playstyle. But for example, there's a box. It's being held up by some balloons, and I'd knock it down into a pit. That box had 6 stars in it, actually. It released 6 stars. And then I released that box, I only get 3 out of the 6 stars, and I'm now at 18. And then I miss a star there, and now I'm only at 19. And there's not many enemies left in this level. I specifically wanted to make a correction, although I think I showed off a little bit later. You were actually correct about the function of the bubble cloud. It turns enemies into bubble clouds. It's the magnifying glass that shows you where invisible bubble clouds are, and it has another purpose that will show as well.
I think I might have spoiled that earlier if you wanted that to be secret.
Not terribly secret. It's not like we're going to be spoiling anything extravagant by showing off items, you know? But here we go. At this point, I realized I am probably going to have to use my plus star. I think I only have a 10 plus star at this time because I botched everything. Gosh darn it. The end of the level is just a bunch of rocks falling down. Yep, there we go. But there's a minigame. I'm like, ooh.
Oh yeah, everyone forgot about that key.
This minigame, popping balloons. This is actually a pretty cool minigame because the prize will always be a 10-point or a 20-point star. Isn't that excellent? Well, except the prize the balloon is in is random. And,
it was
the bandit kind of got the blue and he was right on top of it. So let's try this again. And damn it.
Well, that's good. You can try until you win, though.
Let's try this. Damn it. Luck is not on my side today, obviously. This is usually a minigame where I'd say win 3/4 of the times, and I just lose a bunch of times the work, because you're able to pop more balloons than that bandit can if you move fast enough. But there we go. If I wanted to, because the minigame door actually never closes, I could keep going back in there and get a couple plus stars if I want to. But
wow.
Until then, go!
Bonus challenge!
That is a really good strategy, though. I did not know about that bonus being right there. You can try 1,000,000 times. Just stock up on plus 20s. Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, I decided to only get an additional one to kind of replace the one I just used. Scratch and match. Oh, okay, we've already seen this game before, so nothing new here. Is Lady Luck on my side today? Ooh, I started off good. There's one. Ooh, Lady Luck might be really on my side. That's 2 up. Alright, 1 and 5. 1 and 5. Come on, Lady Luck! Damn it.
Nope.
Kind of like when your mom gave you a scratch-off ticket. She just bought it so then you could scratch it and said, here's the quarter. And then as a little kid, you furiously scratch all crap off of it. And then you go, did I win?
Okay. I specifically wanted to show off one last thing in this level, and it relates actually to a glitch you can perform in some levels in Yoshi's Island. Back at this midway point, what we want to do is we want to jump off this arrow bubble thing up there, trampoline, whatever.
Mhm.
We want to jump at it in a specific way, such that we go around the blocks and we hit the exit, I guess you would call it the exit point to the level, on the other side.
Look at that.
This put us in the middle of clouds. Now I kind of know what I'm doing here, which is why I'm fluttering to the right. If I just fall straight down, I'm going to die.
Wow.
I'm going to flutter to the right a whole bunch. And you'll see, once I get all the way to the right, I let myself fall a little bit as well. So you don't have to have really, really precise fluttering here. You can kind of have lazy fluttering. It's as long as you get to the other side, you'll be fine. And we'll see as I get there. It takes a little bit because, specifically, we kind of warped somewhere where we're not supposed to go.
That is crazy.
So we're actually miles above something at the moment. Here we go, we're all the way on the other side. Let yourself fall till you are aligned with that cloud on the way right. A little bit above it, then kind of really lazily flutter to the left. And if you do it right, you'll land in the middle of a level.
A very glitched out level.
It's currently really glitched out because, the background didn't load properly. The camera, as you can see, is not correct because you can see the ground ending. You can see, background back there. Now the camera's not shifting up, but do you recognize the level?
Yeah.
The first level.
Yeah, it looks very much like the first level.
That is very cool.
So, I couldn't give you an exact list of levels where you can do this glitch in, but there's definitely at least 3 or 4. If you enter and exit a specific part of the level in a way you're not supposed to, the game will just throw you miles above World 1-1. And normally you just die because there's actually a death line before you reach the level. But if, as you see there, if you flutter in a certain way, you kind of get around the death line and then you land in World 1-1. So here I am kind of just going through World 1-1 again. If you collect, you're actually able to collect more than 5 flowers and 20 red coins, but the game doesn't count them for anything. Additional flowers just give you an additional 1-up, and additional coins just give you the sound again. But it doesn't count for anything additional, so you can't get over 100 points.
That's a very cool glitch, though.
Yes, it is.
I've probably done that before. I'm just gonna leave it at that. So it'll be a secret for now. People will know afterwards.
Alright. 2-2, the Baseball Boys. Here we go. Fun level, new enemy. Baseball Boys. But first, let's throw an egg up here. And then remember that there was a message note block that told me what those things did. So I hit those things with an egg and it'll fly off in the direction it currently points. They show up occasionally in just some puzzle-like things in some levels. But Baseball Boys, there are 2 of them. Here's our first one. He has a mitt. He can catch any egg you throw at him and he'll throw it back. Eggs thrown at you don't damage you, but they do knock you around and that can screw you up if you're over a pit of spikes or a bottomless pit or something like that.
Yeah. I can think of some situations where they are the most annoying enemy ever.
They also have to be jumped on 3 times or ground pounded. The other one has a bat, and the bat hurts you. You can also bat away eggs, and any batted away eggs don't hurt you. Something about Yoshi's eggs, he's just really resilient to them.
It's funny. Baseball-themed enemy in this game, football-themed enemy in Super Mario World 1.
Oh, I never made that connection before. Wow. There we go. That's a rather unique bubble cloud. Most of them give you stars or a flower or 1-up. That one actually changes the terrain. Usually when the bubble cloud does something in the terrain, it'll build a bridge. That one actually lowers a platform. There we go. And these enemies here I'm about to jump on are mulching mildews. That's important because, in case you didn't notice there, I knocked away the other enemy by hopping on a marching mildew and then popping him. He knocks away enemies whenever you land on him, and these plants are supposed to be stationary, but you're able to knock them around by jumping on the marching mildew.
Neat.
Nothing really practical can really come out of it too much, but I thought it was always interesting. By the way, the flowers, they have a really funny name. Their name are blowhards.
Okay.
Yeah. Exactly. But there I showed the bubble cloud, I think, yes. I was looking at my notes to remember that enemy name, actually, but...
Well, Yoshi there.
It can be useful for,
I saw
clearing...
that.
Yeah, that was a nice freeze frame. Bubble Cloud can be useful for taking out a lot of enemies if you're surrounded by enemies, but that type of situation I don't think happens a whole lot in this game, where you're just surrounded by enemies and you want to remove them all. Or if it does happen, you want to start eating like crazy or throwing eggs. But here we have an up arrow and it's kind of pointing up and I'm like, I can't go up. What the heck, game? But we can go up on the other side over here, and another arrow that tells us to go up. What could the game be implying?
Get him before he leaves, that's what.
Oh, those the red coin to shy guys. We'll go over the asshole red coin to shy guys in a future level. But here, this message note block kind of tells you, oh, hey, you can get Superstar Baby Mario here.
In case you missed the pipe in the last level, I guess.
2-1. And you kind of need him because if you saw to the right there, there's kind of a spike pit that I can't get across as just normal Yoshi. You'll die if you try. I don't even think it's possible with 2 assistant speedrun level precision to make it across that cap. But here we go! Ta-da!
Speed!
And now the arrows will make complete sense as we're able to run up the wall!
And with speed, so you don't run out.
Exactly. The game's camera wasn't necessarily made to run up walls like, say, Sonic the Hedgehog. Warning, only someone small can go on from here. Yeah.
Someone small who's not wearing shoes can walk across this spiked pit.
Yep.
Oh, what invincibility stars will do for you. Here's a pretty fun area, but it also introduces how the baseball boys can be really dangerous over a bottomless pit. This one isn't like too dangerous because there's generally enough ground, but you can kind of get the idea here. For example, getting knocked around while fluttering can really mess you up.
Oh, that's going to be a fun level later on.
Here we go. Now, there's a baseball boy down there. I kind of want to get him to catch an egg because there's some stuff down there, and the only real reliable way to get it is to have him catch an egg and then throw the egg at the stuff. Like that. It is possible. It is possible. It is possible for you to toss the egg yourself, but it has to be extremely precise. Ah, yes. The ice melon. So you grab the ice melon, and you can freeze enemies, and you can run into the enemies, and they just disintegrate. So yeah, it's like frozen nitrogen. Liquid nitrogen.
Is there any enemy that, when you freeze them, you can stand on top of them, or is it always just you touch them and then they die?
I think it's always you touch them and they just disintegrate and die. So, that's a good point, though. Like, we could pull a concept from, like, Metroid with the ice beam. You freeze an enemy and you can jump on top of them. That actually wouldn't be too bad of an idea for a level. Now I have to ask if a Yoshi's Island ROM hack has done that.
I'm not too sure.
Even though logic dictates that his mouth would be frozen.
Yoshi defies all logic.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, we know that already, considering you can turn into a helicopter, a tank, and a mole.
He also ate lava and spat it back out.
He's like a garbage disposal. He's worse than Kirby, and Kirby can eat anything.
Yeah, who is worse, Yoshi or Kirby? That's a good point.
They're both black holes. They are, seriously.
That would make a good, epic fight, like Kirby versus Yoshi.
Well, when Kirby eats things, where does it go? At least we get when Yoshi, you get an egg.
We can at least kind of see Yoshi does have some form of a very quick digestive system. Kirby, what happens? What happens?
I guess he's truly the black hole there.
I guess so. There are some rats here, and the idea behind the rats is that they can steal your eggs, and right now it doesn't play too big of a role, but in the next section it does, and I'll explain why next section. For now, I kind of want to grab this ice melon to kill the piranha plant. There we go. I could have used an egg, but I didn't feel like it. I wanted to freeze him to death just because it feels better. I don't know why. You can also eat frozen enemies. That's something I guess everyone knows because it's really easy to just run into the enemy, you just frozen and just disintegrate him. Here we go. New level, I can run to the left, not very much. I don't know why those flippers are there.
Yeah, that's kind of pointless.
Here we go, time for another mold tank section.
Ooh.
Do-do-do-do-do. Metamorphosize into the pink mold tank.
Yoshi, Digivolve 2.
What is he even eating? Why is he yellow? Is he eating cornflakes? I'm assuming he's going to be just eating cornflakes.
A wall of cornflakes.
Oh my gosh. Who put the wall of cornflakes there? Okay.
Or like a wall of Rice Krispie squares. I wonder if you can make that.
Wow. Alright, so we are actually in the last area of the level, and there's actually something really important here that I actually didn't realize me playing this right away, but I realized it later on. First off, I wanted to show off that you can use melons in your inventory. So for example, I have the ice melon in my inventory, and I use it to get rid of that stupid baseball guy in the way of the red coin. But this area actually has no egg spots where you're able to get more eggs from. And what that essentially means is if you know what's coming up ahead, this is an area of the game where you really want to conserve your eggs because you have to make some egg banks to get some items. And unless you have superb ace egg banking abilities, you really want to conserve on the eggs. I'm kind of alluding to me not necessarily showing egg throwing mastery or even proficiency. We'll get to that, though. We'll get to that. This is kind of a big area. A couple of tap-taps and rats. Wouldn't be surprised if the rat has some funky name, but I don't have it in my notes. I mean, they're rats. They're rats! Here we go. You can kill tap-taps with freezing breath. I think I said earlier that you can only kill them with fire or lava. You can freeze them as well. So you're just... You gotta get some form of temperature into them. Cold or hot.
They remind me of the rats from Paper Mario. I guess. Are they supposed to be similar?
Actually,
aren't there rats in Paper Mario?
Yeah.
What about in the desert town in number 2? What are those guys? Like the guy who runs the shop, then the guy who locks that door?
The guy who hides the ruins is Mustafa. I forgot the rest of them.
Okay.
So maybe they're called mouse or mice.
Not sure.
Instead of rats. A little bit more proper of a name. There we go. And here I am trying to get a couple of extra stars, and then all of a sudden it clicked right there. I remembered, oh yeah, this is the level where I have to conserve the eggs. I shouldn't do that. Damn it, I'm just gonna use the plus star.
See,
that was
guys,
at least my thought at the moment.
I told you his style of play was...
Here we go. So I then get to this, and I'm like, oh, okay. I probably won't have to use the 20 plus star or 10 plus star, whatever is in my inventory again, but just provided I don't act stupid. So... The game introduces here that you can throw eggs to receive stars or coins, which I'm thinking if you play this game you kind of naturally fall into it or figure it out, but in case you didn't by now, it tells you now. And down here is an example where you kind of have to do an egg bank here. Now, the way you're supposed to do this is you're supposed to kill that stupid baseball boy. And what I try doing is I'm like, okay, I know if I throw it up, the baseball boy is going to get it, and he's going to throw it back. I'm going to try to get an egg underneath there, and damn it.
Okay, so what the hell? I just googled it because I was like, what the hell are those things in Paper Mario? Mustafa is a Nomadi mice?
Oh.
I have no idea what the hell that is. No, Nomadi mice. Mice. I don't know what the hell. Right? I don't know.
So there I just showed the magnifying glass because I'm like, is that one of the red coins? And yes, it is. The magnifying glass reveals all red coins, and it can be extremely useful in a situation where you might be on a time limit and you explicitly need to know where the red coins are, or in a situation... Oh, god damn it! Or you're in a situation where you just really want to know where the red coins are.
I know there's one level where there's a message block that suggests you should use the magnifying glass here.
Yes, there is, and it's like a cave. It's full of coins, and if you use the magnifying glass, the red coins are very easily visible. Otherwise, you have to collect all the coins. Usually I just collect all the coins unless I know explicitly where the red coins are, so it's usually not a big thing, but I was specifically thinking of one of the secret or extra levels where you're really on an imposed time limit, and the magnifying glass is going to play a nice role. This flower, I gotta have a really nice egg bank, because I already know my egg supply is... Oh, damn it all. I gotta get more eggs. This is where it'd be useful to not eat all the rats up above, or mice, or... What was that name again, Evil Pop-Tart?
I don't know. I can't even pronounce it. The Nomadi mice? Nomadi mice?
Because if you save them up above, they'll still be there if you return back there, and then you can eat them. And there we go! There we go!
Nice.
If I just had an enemy to knock a red egg into... Oh, I do. But I decide not to, just because, you know, I have the 10 plus star, 20 plus star. I'm just going to use that instead. I'm lazy. I could have, but I decided against it.
Another plus 20 used for 2 stars.
Go!
Yup.
Bonus challenge!
Bonus challenge!
Bonus!
There we go. Yeah, that level does really put a strain on your egg supply. There's actually an item that flat out gives you 6 eggs. If you got one of those items, it can be extremely useful on that level.
One up. Are you really gonna need it?
Probably not. I got scratching match again. So here we go. Let's get started. Ooh, I started off on the right foot again.
Does that mean anything under where it says scratch at the top? It's always really bothered me. Behind there's like two things and then a line.
It looks like an eraser and a piece of chalk.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. How's that an eraser? Why is there a black line through it? I'm confused.
Because it's a very strange eraser. I don't know. That's what I've always interpreted
I've seen
those as.
some erasers, like chalkboard erasers, with a separator.